heard the union minister there hit out at the INDI bloc leaders saying there's an attempt to mislead people. And on the other hand, there are visuals coming in from the Talkatora Stadium in the national capital where a massive protest against the Waqf Amendment law is currently underway. It is being supported by various Muslim organizations, including some politicians as well. Let's go across to Shivani. She's getting us more details on that. On one hand, union minister countering the propaganda. He says there's an attempt to mislead people. On the other hand, a large-scale protest, massive protest underway at Talkatora Stadium. I believe Mr. Owaisi also just visited.
Well, indeed, we are expecting Mr. Owaisi to speak in a short while, where he will be followed by a leader right now, and we can then expect hard-hitting lines to come out from the stages. We are already hearing from lots of leaders, Maulanas, and also those are the spokesperson of this minority. And indeed, they are saying that they are all set to answer back and expect a decision of Supreme Court.
Well, Shivani, you're not audible because there's a lot of noise in your background. A speaker there talking about the Waqf Amendment law issue at the moment. Like I said, there are several Muslim organizations are supporting this protest that has been called by the AMPLB at Talkatora Stadium in the national capital. You can also see some people wearing black bands in their arms. This is a show of protest against the Waqf Amendment law. So the AIMPLB has called for this protest, a large-scale protest against the Waqf Amendment law at Delhi's Talkatora Stadium. Various Muslim organizations are backing it. The union minister, making center stand clear, says this is not going to take away the rights of Muslims. In fact, it is only going to ensure that the people of the community get their due. Let's once again listen into Kiren Rijiju.
आप बताइए, ये देश कानून से चलता है, किसी का प्रॉपर्टी ऐसे आप छीन सकते हैं क्या? किसी का मस्जिद को कोई ऐसे छीन सकते हैं क्या इस देश में? इन कांग्रेस, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी और कांग्रेस के कुछ साथियों ने लोगों को गुमराह करने का कोशिश किया। हम लोग ने क्लियरली कहा है कि वक्फ संशोधन अधिनियम ये न्याय देने के लिए है, गरीब मुसलमानों को इंसाफ देने के लिए है, छीनने के लिए नहीं है। गरीब मुसलमानों का हक को छीना है कांग्रेस पार्टी और वक्फ बोर्ड के लोगों ने, मुतावाली लोगों ने, और जो मुसलमानों का कुछ ठेकेदार लोग हैं, इन लोगों ने लूटा है, छीना है उन लोगों ने। नरेंद्र मोदी का सरकार जो छीना गया वक्फ प्रॉपर्टी को फिर से गरीबों के लिए देने के लिए कानून बनाया है, तो ये उल्टा कह रहे हैं। इसलिए हमने जो तब प्रावधान किया, इसमें ट्रांसपेरेंसी लाएंगे, वक्फ प्रॉपर्टी का मैनेजमेंट में अकाउंटेबिलिटी लाएंगे, हिसाब किताब पूरा पोर्टल, सेंट्रलाइज पोर्टल होगा, एक संपत्ति वक्फ का हिसाब किताब देना होगा, मैनेजमेंट प्रॉपर होना होगा और डॉक्यूमेंटेशन होना होगा।
All right, Shivani is back with us on the broadcast. Shivani, tell us what's happening at Talkatora Stadium.
Well, exactly as of now, again the series of speeches are continuing here, and in a short while we'll be expecting Mr. Owaisi to pass on his statements over this entire conference. And as you can see, as of yet also on the stage there are multiple leaders who have joined this entire Save Waqf conference, and in fact we had RJT leaders, we had Samajwadi Party leaders, we had lots and lots of institution presidents, those who work for minority, especially for Muslims, and henceforth they all have just given a strict order that in case the Supreme Court's order does not fall under their court in their side, then they will continue to conduct such conferences and protests. And indeed, after Hyderabad, we have seen that one conference has taken place. Now it is Malegaon, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, that is Aurangabad, earlier called, and Bangalore and Kolkata. These places will again be witnessing such larger conferences, is what has been staged from this stage. And the biggest statement we are expecting to come from the AIMIM MP Asudin Owaisi, where he is expected to give a clarification as to what has been passed by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and what all cases are pending before the Supreme Court, what Supreme Court has given them as some relaxation, and what they're expecting from the Supreme Court to come out. So clearly the stage is set, and we have also heard lots of triggering messages where there were few leaders, few Maulanas, those were challenging the government, citing that they are all ready for this war that is happening, and they also say that the people have to come out of their houses.
All right, Shivani, stay on with us. We have Shazia Ilmi of the Bharatiya Janata Party joining us on the broadcast. On one hand, Shazia Ilmi, of course, the Union Minister Kiren Rijiju is saying that there are attempts being made to mislead people and there's a misinformation campaign. On the other hand, just look at the protest that is happening in Talkatora, receiving support and backing from multiple Muslim organizations and several politicians as well.
I think it is very unfortunate. The fears and misgivings have already been allayed. There is nothing in the bill that infringes upon the basic religious rights of the community. And it is just there to regulate the affairs of Waqf, the regulation of it and the need to administer it properly. So I think it is just political blackmail of some kind. And Mr. Rijiju and our party has already enunciated in great detail as to how Waqf Act will actually be useful and will be a better run organization meant for Waqf, which is charity, which is doing good by Muslims. So I think it is very unfortunate. It is a form of a religious blackmail that All India Muslim Personal Law Board is indulging in. There is nothing new in it. These were the same people who, during the Shah Bano case, forced Rajiv Gandhi to bend on his knees and oversee the Supreme Court judgment and have an executive ordinance which undid the very important verdict of Supreme Court. Not just that, if you see their prayers in Supreme Court during the Triple Talaq, you will find a similar pattern. They are against progress and reform of any kind, even if it works to the benefit of Muslims. So Mr. Rijiju has pointed out not once but many times, and in a press conference also, he has said it very clearly that they are being misled. Muslims are being misled today. Nothing which is of religious nature, including the dargahs, the qabristans and the masjid will be taken away from them.
So you're saying this is nothing but a tool to blackmail. Thank you very much, Razi Almi, for joining us on the broadcast. So there's no end to instigation is what the Bharatiya Janata Party says. The Union Minister Kiren Rijiju continuously in an effort trying to reach out to the people of the Muslim community to allay fear, saying this is not going to take away your land. This, in fact, will ensure that marginalized people within the community benefit from the Waqf law. Let's go back to Shivani, who continues to report from Talkatora Stadium. Shivani, like I was saying earlier, several Muslim organizations and politicians are not just backing, but some of them have been invited to express their views there.
Well, Swati, there are these leaders, those are not only backing this entire Waqf Act, but they are also citing that, they're cheering up that entire oppose that is being happening. And as you can see, Asuddin Owaisi will be speaking right now. And as you can see, the entire Talkatora Stadium is cheering up for that leader. And we can, of course, expect that a powerful speech will be delivered by him. And as you can see, that they are not only opposing this entire bill or supporting the opposition party in opposing this entire bill, but they are also stating that if the verdict of Supreme Court doesn't fall under their side, then they will again continue this conferences, protest and be on the streets of the country. All across the states we will be seeing such protests and conferences happening, and henceforth you can see this entire Talkatora Stadium, which is looting right now, will have an impactful result later on. We had also seen last time when the protest had taken place at Jantar Mantar, we had seen its post effect in Nagpur where violence had taken place, and now when it is happening today,